4 of those crop boxes. And I will go to scan. And it will scan
4 pictures.
all 4 of them. I could rotate it in the scanner too, I believe, but Epson software, I've never had much success doing that easily. So it's not so bad. Like I said, I try to start it the right side up. It shouldn't take too long.
So in this particular case that she's going to go ahead and share them with, all the relatives and all that kind of stuff, she is scanning them in as TIFFs. And so, so she's going to give it to her cousin Mary, and Mary's going to go off to Walgreens with this CD. Will she be able to go ahead and print?
So if you scan these in TIFFs, TIFF format, how compatible is it going to be? How are other people going to use it? You never know. So that in that case, you give them JPEGs too. Give them both. And you tell them, now if you're going to make a JPEG from the TIFF, it's going to be all right. It's typically making JPEGs from JPEGs, and just doesn't work. It's like, I mean, cousins can marry, but what happens to the gene pool, Go ahead, sorry.
The idea that she would give them both is that she would explain that, you can print the GIF, but in case you want to go ahead and restore it some
TIFF.
way.
Not GIF, TIFF. It's different.
Yeah. If she wanted to
Careful.
If they want to go ahead and restore it, then there is a TIFF file, but otherwise you can print it at Walgreens with the JPEG file.
Yeah, but in defense of Mr. Walgreen, they can print TIFFs. They can make prints from your TIFFs. Yeah. They get all kinds of weird formats. They're set up for it. Now, if they can't, I don't think that's a machine error. I think that's an operator error. Maybe the person doesn't know, but I'm pretty sure it can be. Someone will tell me if I'm wrong, I'm sure, but because I've given images to my wife to print, but that was at CVS, the competitor.
All right, but their machines are not set up to take an irregular size picture. Their machine likes a 4x6, a 5x7, or an 8x10.
Well, they have a flatbed, right? They have a flatbed. Yeah. They'll take whatever you can fit on there. Don't give them a 16x20.
No, but I'm saying if the picture's too small, like the old 3.5x5s, you want to reproduce it, and you scan it in, don't you have to scan it in so there's a blank background on it to make it a 4x6? So there's, it's not saving it, it's printing it.
Yeah, that's a little different because it depends on the hardware. Because if I'm gonna scan a 3x5, and of course they only have a standard size paper of 4x6, 5x7, 8x10, it's gonna have white space, or it's gonna crop it. They may enlarge it, and it will crop it from the top or from the sides. If it's gonna be a 4x6, it'll end up cropping it at the top and bottom, I think, because 4x6 is a little. Because the 3x5 should measure out 1 inch by. No, I think it'll be cropped. So you gotta, I say scan the full thing, and then you should be able to play around with it. So those things are pretty savvy, those machines, So anyways, I just wanted to show you on screen here. So I have the scan of the 3, and then I have the individuals. Right? And then I can open them in my software. And I think I opened the wrong one. Yeah. That thing. Preview. Okay. So let's image rotation and counterclockwise. All right. So here I am. The only problem is this is low resolution. I didn't scan it at high enough resolution. I did not check. I was just trying to show you all the great things you could do. But meanwhile, it was didn't quite work.
So you leave them on the page and you can scan them in and separate it. If you want to take them to print or something.
Yeah, just make sure that you in the scanner, you enlarge it. Even though it's 300 dpi, get this scale up here. Some may call it zoom, some may call it magnify. Get that up there, crank that up, maybe 200%. Because then if you do 200%, target size will be 6.5 by 4. That'll be a 4 by 6.
Yeah, they can print that.
That'll be a 4 by 6. Bam, right there. So make sure you do that. Set your targets.
Before you scan it.
Well, before you do your other crop boxes, your other boundary boxes. And, right. Yeah, and of course before you scan it. I was being sloppy. So did that help? Mm-hmm. Good. All right. So we're doing all right on some time here. Any other questions?
Can I just take that?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Back to the slides.
Slides, yeah.
What if you have slides that have really faded?
Scan them in.
Just
Quick.
Save process.
What kind of scanner do you have?
It's an Epson. I don't remember any.
And it does slides.
Do they all do slides?
No.
We have a couple different scanners, and I'm just not.
Okay. If it does slides, yes. Some Epson scanners don't have that capability. Now this particular one does. And I happen to have, thanks to one of your classmates, I happen to have,
We do have a slide scanner, but
this has an attachment right here.
it could be the same as that.
Yeah. So my scanner
Okay.
has this secret compartment. So I'm going to show everybody. See, there's my gold coins and the dead bodies. Neat little. I like this scanner because I can. This is the Epson V350. I think now they're at like Epson V500 or something. I think I bought this in the ancient days of 2006 or 7. Long time ago. And it has a neat little setup here where you could tell I use this a lot, right? I prefer, frankly, a what's called a dedicated slide scanner. A dedicated slide scanner would be, Nikon makes one called the Cool Scan series. Now unfortunately, they don't make any new ones because film is ancient history, unfortunately, and there's not a lot of development going on with it. So, but what's nice though is these scanners are starting to catch up to the detail that a dedicated slide scanner. But I have a Nikon Cool Scan, and the detail is awesome. So anyways, so here's a slide. You know, if you can get one of those air cans, because these things, when they get dirty, it really shows. I just go pss, pss, both sides pss, pss, with the air can. And if I have a glove like this, I can also do an easy wipe like this. In the lab, I used to work, when I was in college, I had of my 3 jobs, I had one at Wolf Camera, and I was in the lab, and we psh, psh, wipe, psh, psh, wipe, you know, it was lots of fun. Can't believe those places are gone already. And then I put the slide scanner here. I believe I have to put it face down. and